Hey everybody, Chris Schweda here. I just wanted to talk a little bit about pre-party and why people will do it or not do it. So the other day I was talking to some people on the team and they were talking about, I just can't get people to pre-party. And guys, really what it boils down to is people do things for themselves, not for you. So when people join the business, they're not joining to make you money. I mean, everybody wishes that this business worked to where when you sign somebody up, you get to sit in your throne, they're going to feed you grapes, and you're going to make all kinds of money off of everything that they do. And that's like the concept that people have about network marketing and how great that would be. But you know, the simple fact of the matter is that's not how it works. So what we do, and the way that we get people to do things is to get them to do it for them, not for you. So how do we do that? One, it makes sense if we're trying to get something done for them to find out what they want, doesn't it? So what I teach people is what we call F.O.R.M, which is family, occupation, recreation, and motivation. And what that consists of is you connecting with people and finding out about their family, finding out about, how many kids do they have, what do they like to do with the family, what do they do for a living, how long have they been doing that, what do they like most about what they're doing, what do they like least about what they're doing. When you start to find these things out, you can start to find out what is the key factor that's going to help drive this person to get what it is that they want. So as we're talking about their family, you want to build bridges. You want to have some me toos. You want to, have things in common with them because people like themselves. So as you're talking to people, you don't want to, if they start saying something, start arguing with them. That doesn't work. What we want to do is we want to point out how this business is going to help them get everything that they want out of life. So occupation. Hey, what do you like most about your job? Oh, wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. And I always say it sounds like a lot of fun. You must love that, things like that, because people automatically start telling you all the things they don't like about it. So I highly recommend that. Don't say, oh, that must suck. Your job sucks, because they're immediately going to start telling you all the things they like about their job, and it's not that bad. So, Tom Schreider talks about in order to communicate, people need to disagree. So if you're telling people how bad their job sucks, they're going to tell you about all the things they love about their job. So don't do that. So tell them how, man, that must be great. You may want to find out about, if you could change anything about your job or your day-to-day life, what would it be? And find out what they like least about their job. So now they're going to tell you some tools, some factors that you can use to help them get where they want in this business. The next thing, you want to talk about their recreation. Hey, what do you do in your free time? What do you do for fun? If money was an issue, what would you be doing with yourself? Right? And start to get them to visualize what it looks like with their life being a little bit different, with their finances being a little different. Then the next thing is what motivates them. If money wasn't an issue, like really what would they do? For instance, a good question that'll help that, is what's your dream income? And then have them tell you. And many people will say, well, I don't really know. Because people have forgotten how to, dream. They forgot how to, they don't have permission to believe that they can have more out of life. So it's your job to give them permission. So last night I was talking to somebody and they were saying, I was like, so, what's your dream income? Well, I don't really know. So I said, if you did know what your dream income, what would it be? And it's crazy how when you ask that question, they start coming up with new stuff. And, well, how much time can you realistically devote to something like this? Well, I don't know. Hey, I know you don't know, but if you did know, how much time do you think you could put into it? These are all things that will help you get closer to finding out what is it that motivates them. Another great one is if you won the lottery, what would you do with the money? It's crazy. When you ask that, they're going to start telling you, what their key driver is, what their factor is. If they start talking all about how they can help people and pay off their family's mortgages and all this other kind of stuff, then you know where you need to focus. If they start talking about all the traveling things that they want to do, now you know where to focus. So whatever it is that they're talking about, that's where you want to drive. See, so many times when we're talking to people, they tell us something and we automatically want to throw out what we want for them to do or what we want out of this for them, and that's not what it's about. So if you get good at connecting with people and finding out what their why is, find out why they're doing this, it's so much easier to get them to do something. So now the question is, John, when you said that you wanted to be able to spend more time with your family, were you serious or were you kidding around? And then they're going to say, well, I was serious. Well, look, man, if you're serious, what we need to do is we need to schedule a challenge party, within the next couple days. And in doing so, I'm going to sit down with you and do pre-party tomorrow. Will tomorrow work for you? Oh, great. Awesome. And then now you get to use what it is that drives them to help them make the decision to do the steps that are so simple in our business, which is pre-party, challenge party, making the calls, following up, pre-party, challenge party. Guys, that's it. I promise you, if you get good at connecting with people and finding out what their drivers are, finding out what they want, I promise you it will help you get what you want. So focus on them, not on you, and I promise you, you will rock this. So let's rock life, guys.